Hi, welcome to the channel. My name's Pete. This episode we are covering the Driffield Junction to North Grimston railway station. So last episode we started at Wharram Street, which is there. Covered this bridge here, which is sadly gone. And then we followed the track round and we came across another bridge which is marked on the map, which is here. We'll just zoom that in a bit for you so you can see where that one is. That was quite an ornate arched bridge. And then we move a little bit further up, and that patch there that's white is also a bridge which is not marked on the map. These are all farmers' access bridges. A little bit further along, so around this point we're going to go all the way up here. We're going to go all the way along there, and we'll end the episode a little bit further up there. So we are going to be starting at around this bridge here. Again, that's another one not marked on the map. As we're zooming it in, we'll have a quick closer look. You could just see that there. This is the embankment on the approach to that bridge. We have now just passed the highest point on the track, which is around 340 metres above sea level. So the track has been constantly rising from about 70 metres above sea level from Driffield. These bridges are just huge for farmers' accesses, absolutely massive. And we'll go down below. This is the view of that bridge from beneath it. This has got a beck or a stream just running through it. My brother and my pal at the top, so you can get a scale on just the size of how massive that bridge is. And we can see it's got quite ornate coping there. It's also the same at the other side, but I believe the other side did come down onto the ground, which is there. I don't think this bridge was always used just for a beck, because they would have more than likely culverted it rather than build a bridge like this, so it would have been a farmer's access. Just appreciate that brickwork there. It is damaged. As we make our way through the other side, this is now the other side of that bridge, and if we look in the distance there, we can see there are some fence markings or gate posts. One there, and there's another one in there. So this bridge is likely a farmer's access, not just for that beck. As we can see down between the trees there is somewhat of a track. Probably in use while that forest was being planted. And we'll just take one last look back at that bridge. Got to remember, of course, none of these trees on the embankments were there and no forests were there. And at this point we'll continue along the track, heading towards North Grimston. Along here we are approaching another bridge, and we can see it's just wide enough for one track. Some of the bridges we've come across have been built wide enough for two tracks, which I hope you've noticed as we've gone along. As we approach this bridge, we'll notice the copings are in quite poor condition. And we'll go down underneath this one and have a look. Another farmer's access, probably about 200 metres from the road at the far side. We've got concrete at the top of that bridge, and as we notice there is a change of brick. Which is quite significant at this point. And along there you can see that change of brick. That'll be the original brick, and it's the same there. If you look at that, all the embankment and the concrete at the edge will be replaced. It's likely this bridge has collapsed or even knocked down at some point. We can see the supporting edges there have just completely collapsed and gone. We can see the original brickwork there, and this concrete across the top, definitely more modern. I couldn't see any sign of rubble from when the bridge got knocked down. Very likely taken away and used as hardcore somewhere. Moving a little bit further up the track, which is there, round there. We came across this gullyway, and in that gullyway we found a really old lime kiln. This is the first one we came across. There are known lime kilns in this area, but this one hasn't been marked on any maps, and we did come off the track to find it. It is well hidden. As you can see, the condition of that, and on the top of there is where they would have filled it. But looking inside there, that is pretty well collapsed. And we'll go to the map at the end of this as well. That gullyway there was a tramway. This wouldn't have been a mechanical tram, it would have been horse and cart. Imagine how canal boats used to be pulled with horses. That is likely what this would have been. This was long before the railway came here, and there are still some fence posts marking it out. So now we've come on to another farmer's access. Huge bridge, huge stonework, ironwork at the top here. And I won't get down there because that is private land, but I'll try and get a little bit further down the embankment to show you just what this is like. And we'll see if it's an arch or not. If you just look at the ground. I don't know if you can actually pick that up, but that is just coke and coals. Oh, this is absolutely magnificent when I bring this camera to this bridge. And we look at that side there, look at the arch here, absolutely amazing. We've got some strengtheners on there as well. That is one big bridge, stone throughout. I can't get down, we can see it is all fenced off. I don't want to be encroaching anymore on there. That's that side. We'll go over to this side now. Again, huge pieces of stonework and ironwork on the top still. Concrete additional post at the end. Tree growing out of it. And again, when we look at that, what an absolutely magnificent bridge this one is. Absolutely beautiful. And now we're going to continue on down that track. Like I keep saying, there is something really special down there, and we'll go see that next. So we walked up there, and this is where we started. I'm coming along here. This is where this is roughly where one of the bridges are. You can see the path going through to the main road. We continued to walk up here, and it was about this region here where the lime kiln is and the tramway which ran along them trees. And then the ornate bridge we've just been to is here. And then in the next episode we are going to explore what this is and that, and what is inside there. It's an episode you don't want to miss. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please like, share and subscribe. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.